You're gonna start. No, you need to go to. You need to go.
Yeah,
Not broadcast. Everybody stop.
Now they really put
Okay.
the pressure
I'm gonna
on
go
Mom.
there. I'm just trying to
To
answer.
you stream live on the TechoDiva page. Okay.
I'm already there. I'm just trying to answer these people and trying to post it. I have it right here. I'm just trying to share it so people can go on.
Well, good afternoon or good evening.
Good evening.
Good
evening.
Good evening.
So this is the first official TechnoDiva Social Media Made Easy live broadcast of our informational meetup.
Yes.
Very excited to be here. I am Kanaya TechnoDiva Kennedy, and we have for Sandra, the social media darling, and our special guest. And today we are going to be talking about how to optimize your business for the upcoming holiday season. And so who we have here today, we have
Larry Bradley.
Larry Bradley. You'll be seeing him in a moment. He is a techno guru.
Yes.
And we have Kanika Kennedy, who is an artistic graphic design guru, because it's all about looking good and making sure your technology is working. Yes?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
yes.
Yes.
So my co-host is Miss Versandra.
Yes.
Where are we going with this?
Well, tonight we're going to really discuss several things, but the focus is social media and how to prepare for your holiday split. Now, we're talking about making money online. We're not talking about getting on Facebook and how you doing and what you've been doing last night and what kind of music you listening to. We talking about making some money. So that's what we're going to deal with. But what we're going to do is make sure that everybody has the basics. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of some of our past meetups. On the last meetup, TechnoDiva was off the chain. She hooked us up with all of the e-commerce information that you could possibly want to use to take payments using your smartphones as well as on Facebook. So what I would like you to do right now, just as a quick, review, if you have not been to the, I'll just say thank God for the shelter book page. If you can take a quick second, maybe minimize this link, quickly, or if you have the updated little setup and you can do two screens side by side on your computer. Right. Everybody can't do that, but if you are capable of doing that right now, then you can go to the Thank God for the Shelter book page, and over to your left corner below the profile picture, there's a button that says Products. If you click on that button, you will be able to see the store that I set up as a result of what TechnoDiva shared with us on last week. When you open up that store, you will see a variety of products that I now have on for sale online. And those products include my speaking engagements, they include coaching sessions, workshops like this one that we're doing today. It also includes my massage packages. There's just a plethora of products that are available right there on Facebook, and now my customers can purchase them directly from my fan pages, and I do have three or four of them. And so now they can purchase right there without having to go off of Facebook to make it happen.
Right.
So that was a wonderful thing that TechnoDiva shared with us on last week. So definitely check that out. The second thing that I would like you to, I'm just gonna let TechnoDiva talk about this just very quickly about the new, it was a device that she was gonna be ordering to take credit card payments using her, on the go. So if you want to talk about that as a quick review from last week, we can do that as well. You want to talk about that?
Sure. So, if you don't have a smartphone, you should. I mean, that's just the basic.
That's right.
If you missed us last month at the social media meetup, Made Easy meetup, no problem. You can always visit the social media Made Easy website or the meetup page or the Facebook page, or call us and actually get a consultation. But the smartphone is an essential tool for every entrepreneur. And we do have some people here with us today, so we're talking to them as well. And one of the reasons is that as an entrepreneur, you want to be able to make money wherever you are.
That's right.
You don't want it to say, "I'll call you when I get home."
Right.
Some people don't feel comfortable giving you their information to write down. So there's two ways that I use this phone to make money.
Okay.
Now, one, I can type things in. I actually have a mobile merchant account, which through my PayPal account and having upgraded my PayPal account, I can type in all the information. But sometimes that gets a little tired, and you get to type all this information, and oh my goodness, and people want to give you all their money, so you want to get the swiper.
Right.
So the company is called SquareUp, and it's just a simple little device you plug into the multimedia jack right here on your various smartphones, and it's a credit card swiping device. Still waiting for mine to come in. I'm so excited for it to come in. You do not need a special merchant account. You do not need a PayPal account. The funds direct deposited directly into your checking account.
Okay.
So I am so excited.
Right.
If your smartphone is not paying for itself, so that you can actually make money when you meet customers out on the go, you need to get it together.
Right.
These bills are too high for us not to have them making us at least $200 to $300 to $500 on the go every single month.
Yeah.
My phone makes me money. I book parties and events, and I take care of my customers wherever I go. So I'm mobile right now. My home base is actually in Chicago, Illinois, and I've been doing business in Detroit, Michigan for the past month or so. I haven't skipped a beat. So
that's what I'm talking
get
about.
mobile. I am unleashed and free.
TechoDiva. Well, the next thing that we wanted to go over is just some of the housekeeping type rules. When you're on Facebook, we all know that making money is a serious situation, and you get focused on doing that, but then sometimes you break some of the social rules. So let's look at some of those social rules. If you have a page and you're going to be soliciting sales from other people's pages, what is the best way of making that happen? First of all, you have to build a relationship.
Right.
Do not go on to other people's pages with a link saying, hey, go to my page and buy this, da 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 da. They don't even know who the heck you are. I mean, yesterday it was really awesome. I was able to write a blog for the Motown Writers Network. And the title of that blog was, Social Media for Authors, Who Are You and Why Are You Here? Now, that's what you want to be sharing with every person that's on Facebook. Who you are and why are you here? And not, I'm here to make some money. It's how are you enhancing the lives of your customers?
Right.
That's really what's going down. If you are not there to improve the lives, the quality of life of each person that you are interacting with, then you don't need to be on social media anyway, because you don't know how to be social. You need to go back to school and learn how to interact with people. So first things first, go to the pages, introduce yourself, only join groups that support what it is that you're talking about. If you are, say for instance, I am a massage therapist, I'm an author, I'm a social media strategist, I join pages that support the things that I do. I am not going to go and join a page that's talking about airplane, I fly airplanes. I'm a bowler. I don't join pages that don't have anything to do with what I do for a living. That's the first thing. The second thing is when people ask you to join your group, if you are not interested, and if instead of having 10,000 messages coming into your phone, into your inbox, all of those things, it's very easy to go and just remove yourself from the group. It's very simple. Leave the group. But don't have your inbox so cluttered, full of information that you don't look at anything. Because information overload is real. Some people just turn everything off because they're sick and tired of so much information coming at them. So that's another thing that you want to do.
Can I also add, you can also update or edit what information comes into your inbox. You can actually be part of some groups, but if you don't want to be notified every time someone publishes or posts a note, you can actually go in and edit your group settings. And then that way, you don't have to see it. You can still be a member. There's actually notifications now on the new Facebook on the sidebar. Awesome. It'll let you know when there's new updates to the various groups. You can go at your leisure and check it out. You do not have to have your inbox overwhelmed.
Very good point. I thank you for sharing that. I was sharing that with a young lady just the other day. Yeah, changing those settings because, my cell phone, I was just getting so much stuff. I did go and change my settings But like you said, I do like to go back even after the fact and say I didn't get the message and the person sent it today, and I go and like say twice a week check my past messages, I can still find it there. So that's very good. Also, I want to just for the record make sure everybody knows that Social Media Made Easy now has a new website. Social Media Made Easy Detroit.com. And guess what? When you go there, you will find that you are connected to everything that we have online. You will find the links to our Facebook page. You'll find the links to our group, our meetup page. You'll find all of those things right there on the Social Media Made Easy Detroit.com page.
And who are you hosting with?
Oh, honey, child. Diva 2, check this out. Diva 2, my sister friend over here, she is now hosting, and this is a wonderful service. If you are looking for someone to host your website, say you got a free site. A free site, just because you have a free site or free domain doesn't mean you have free hosting. And as you probably know, there are companies out there that can charge you $19.99, $20 whatever dollars just to host your page. If you hook up with my sister here, Diva Tube, she has an awesome program, and it's a WordPress based hosting. So if you would like a WordPress website, give her a call, or better yet, send her a little link right there on TechnoDiva, and you can find her on her website at www.technodivatraining.com. And of course, she's right there on Facebook as well. The next thing is social media etiquette, content rules. Can I say that again? Content rules. Now, what the heck is content? Content is any information that shares your brand, what it is that you're selling to your customers. And that goes from blogs, it includes videos, it includes audios, it includes podcasts. All of those mediums are ways to share information. And they're creative mediums besides just putting a quick post saying, click this link. The typical person that opens up something online that simply says, click this link, is not going to click the link. Because link for what? What are you talking about? I got too much stuff to do in my day to just be clicking on links. Right. That's what the typical person is going to say. So you have got to give them information prior to that that's going to tell them why. And what would be an example of why a person would click a link? Okay, first of all, features and benefits. We know that would be good. So what would be the feature or benefit of joining this meetup this evening? Well, you're going to get tips and tricks on how to better utilize social media. So I would put something like that in the subject line or in the message line, and then add a link to the Social Media Made Easy Detroit webpage. That's the way you get them there, but you have to tell them what's in it for me, not what you want them to do. It's real simple. Other things are your blog. This blog that I referred to a few moments ago, it basically, it was about 3 paragraphs that told a lot about me as an author, because I'm an author writing a blog about social media for authors. So the best way to share that information is to share my own personal experience. I'm sure you understand that works better than telling someone else's story. So here you go. I'm doing my thing, and I'm talking about, who I am, why I'm online, why I'm doing this thing on Facebook and Twitter, da 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 da. I'm sharing some personal information about myself because this information is in my book, of course, and I'm an author. I wrote my memoir, so why not share information about the book that I want to sell? I am engaging my readers. I am letting them know that I am transparent. My life is open to you. What questions might you have? Do you know someone in your family or friend who might, have gone through a similar situation? I am basically showing support to my readers, and I'm sharing my story. With that, you get a person that reads this and they're saying, oh wow, I can relate to this. This is, they get into this conversation. I've got to get your book. If it were not for that information that I shared, that I opened up to them, then they wouldn't have a clue what my book was about and how it can benefit them or someone that they love. So that's another way that you engage your clients and get them to click and do the buy now or however you got your button set up. But it's all about the end result is to get them to purchase. So we know that the content rules. So sharing your blog, sharing your videos, Ustream, what we are using right now, this is content now. So now for a person who's never been to a social media made easy meetup, has a better understanding that this is a casual type event. This is not a no stuck up in the air, wear a suit tie and watch a PowerPoint presentation in front of you. No, this is not what it's about. It's about some people who really care about you growing your business, getting together and saying, listen, I've got some information that someone else might use and it might benefit them. We're going to come together and share it with them. This is what we do. We do it because we care about you. And of course, the end result is we want you to sign up on the dotted line.
Because
eventually,
the information we share here, there's some good information that we share here. Yes. But this is like a teaser. It's the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
There's so much more that if you try to get all of this in a monthly meetup, it's going to take you a year to get all this information versus simply joining our team and letting us become your coach.
Okay.
I mean, you got to understand. Well, you understand, but we have spent thousands of dollars to learn what we know.
And hours.
Hours
and dollars.
We did. This does not fall into our head and just say, "Oh, you are now TechoDiva. You are now the social media darling." No, it did not happen like that. No. I spent hours upon hours, and then beyond the hours, then doing my own studying, doing my own research, practicing, fine tuning. Oh my God. So yes, it's gonna take you some time, and having a coach will cut your time more than half.
And let me just add this: it's not that you can't do it on your own. I mean, people are always saying, "I can figure this out." You can figure it out. Yeah. You can figure it out. The issue is this: what are you in the business of doing? Are you in the business of figuring out technology? Or are you doing whatever it is you do?
Okay.
One of my new customers, one of my new clients is a church.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When we go through the intake, what is it you're in the business of? Reaching out to people, uplifting people, helping people walk down the spiritual path. That's what Reverend Celeste is up to. She is not in the business of figuring out how to update her Facebook page.
Right.
Now, could she figure it out? Sure. Has she been figuring it out? Yes. But in reality, she wants to let that go, so she can spend her time doing her pastoral duties, not typing away on Facebook and figuring out how do I tweet or whatever it is. So it's the idea not that you can't figure this out. Do what it is you love to do, and let us do what we do to help you do that more efficiently. Spend more time doing what you love, less time doing administrative stuff.
Exactly. Now let's just, we're talking about holiday. We're talking about making more sales during the holiday. What is your strategy? The first thing that's going to help you to reach your goal is to know where it is you want to go. That's number one. Because if you don't have a destination, then you can forget it. Okay, we know you want to make money. How much money do you want to make? What is the period of time that we're dealing with? Right now, it is October, 4th?
October 4th.
Today is October 4th. We have 11 weeks until Christmas. And Christmas, I don't care what anybody says, is the busiest sales period. Yep. Since probably the beginning. I mean, I haven't gone back to check the year in history when people started dealing with Mr. Claus and putting stuff in stockings and all that kind of good stuff. But it's been a long time. Before I was born, before my grandmama was born, people were buying Christmas gifts. So now that we know that, and it's nothing we can do about it. We can't change history. But you want to capitalize. Get in where you fit in. Do not allow the other people all over the world to make money and you don't get your share. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all you're doing is getting your share. If your share is 0.25%, and that number comes to, I got a number, $10,000. Okay. So $10,000 is how much I would like to make online in the month of December alone. I'm not even including November, but in the month of December, I would like to make $10,000 online.
Okay.
I don't wait until December to put my strategy into effect. I have to build up to that point. So that's where the blogs come in. That's where making sure that my marketing comes in. And in just a few moments, we're going to talk with Kanika Kennedy, who is going to tell us more about your branding and about the appearance of what it is that you're putting out there online.
So that you can compete with those big boys.
Right.
You're competing. Let's think about online. We're competing with all the big retail stores, but we have something that they don't have. You have yourself. People love to connect one-on-one.
Yes,
that's one of the beauties of social media, especially for small businesses. Amazon doesn't have a face.
Right.
Amazon is just a company. You are your company.
Right.
But you still have to compete with the big boys. People want to have the confidence that if they buy from you, they're going to get something of quality. And this is why your brand is so important. You have to look good to compete with the big boys. But you're able to do that even if you're on a budget.
Yes, you can. You can do it on a budget. And let's just look at some real numbers. We know that there are 750 million active users on Facebook. There are 21 million active users on Twitter. Then if social media were a country, it would be the second largest country in the world.
Wow.
So these are some really, really big numbers as to who's actually available online to purchase your product or service. So if we have those things in mind, let's just bring it home and look at the average person, has 130 friends on Facebook. Now, how many people on Facebook got more than 100 friends? More than 130, that's the average. I mean, I think I might have 1,200, something like that. I mean, how many you got? So,
officially, probably about 1,100.
Okay.
And between my various sites, it's probably about 3,000.
Okay. So if you've got 1,000 to 3,000 friends on Facebook, and they have the average of 130.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Now you talk.
We're talking every time you put a post online to your 1,100, your 1,300, some people have 5,000 and a page too. Every time you put a post on your page, it is going to not only those people having access to that information, but to all of their 130 average friends. So when we're looking at those numbers, you really have to understand that you have great potential to sell anything that you want to sell. It's about the approach. It's about, do you connect? You got your warm market. Is your warm market working for you? Are you giving or offering a referral bonus? That's another thing. Social media made easy has, and TechoDiva Training and Consulting, we both have a 20% referral bonus that we give to you for sending us new clients.
Yep.
So what do you have in mind? Do you have something that you are offering? Do you have an affiliate program? Affiliate programs are very, very easy to set up. And this is one area that I know that everybody is going to be thinking about, because yes, we're talking about the holiday, but what comes right after the holiday?
Beginning of the new year.
New year. I'm talking people talking about, I resolved to
lose weight, save money.
Yeah, get fit. Yeah. I mean, so if you have one of those personal development or fitness type businesses, you want to be prepared for even after the holiday. You want to capitalize on the fact that yes, people January 1st are going to be resolving to do these wonderful things that they might choose not to do after 30 days, but with a coach, they might extend it into 30,
60, 90.
All of that. So if that is the case, why not use that as your holiday gift? How come everybody is not thinking about purchasing your January 1st Get Fit package for a Christmas gift? Prepare in advance and have that package already set and ready to go with a nice red bow on the top of it, so that your new customers come 2012 are already set. December, you have your customers for 2012. I mean, how good can that get?
I would love it, and I'm planning on making it happen for my fitness business.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Fit and fabulous for 2011.
Hey, 2012, girl.
2012. 2012.
Yes, between. So isn't that deep?
That's crazy. Wow.
I mean, this year has flown by just so quickly. I just don't understand. But this is what we're talking about, preparing for those type of things. But I am going to shut up for just a few moments because I could talk forever, and I'm going to bring Miss Kanika over so that she can tell us about branding. Woo! Huh?
So this is what's so awesome. I am just so pleased to have our next guest because not only is she uber talented, she's my sister.
I'm looking at the last thing.
Yeah. And this is what you all have to know about this young lady. So I've known her my entire life,
Of course.
right? And I will be honest with you, very candid. I used to be very jealous because she was so talented. Come a little closer to me. Come a little closer. Yeah. She's so talented, and one of those people who has talent just oozing out of her fingertips. Okay, and this is why it's so crucial that she's here for you guys today, because if you don't look good, like I said, you're not going to be competitive. And we're talking about everything from your business cards to your website, everything. I'm going to grab one of these real quick. Now, this is one of my TechoDiva little postcard flyers. But you're going to notice on here, we've got the professional image. We'll bring it a little bit closer, right? The professional image. We've got the logo. Everything works. Mm-hmm. The reason I know to do this, thanks to her, right? Left to my own devices, who knows what my stuff might look like. But luckily, she is on my team. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you build a brand, what goes into a logo, why it's important, how you go about getting one, all that kind of stuff. So, without further ado, we have Kanika Kennedy, the graphic diva.
Hi, everybody. I'm so pleased to be here tonight and talking about your image and how you're communicating your business, your company to the world, and how important it is to make sure that you're professional and that it's actually something that you can't just throw together. And a lot of times people think that they can just go grab a piece of clip art, throw some words next to something and put it out there.
I got a logo.
And that really doesn't work. There's a difference. There's actually people who go to school for years to study, art, and, there's a theory behind, what makes something look good and how something is communicated and read by the rest of the world. So that's something that I enjoy doing and helping people with. I'm not necessarily doing it. I was doing it primarily for my own personal projects and for the projects of close friends and family. And so when they asked me to come and talk about it to all of you, I said, okay.
Thank you so much for coming. So, if you had to say what's the biggest key to having a really professional looking logo or brand?
I think that it has to be simple.
Okay.
And I think that might be what trips people up a lot. They want to throw so much in. I have a lot of times people who come to me with what they're currently using as a logo, and you can't read it, you can't see it. As a designer, one of the things that I do when I'm thinking about creating a logo for a person is, and I ask myself, what kind of business is it? And what is the feeling I want? What's the feeling that they want their customer to get when they look at their product? Okay, so if you're doing something for children, the feeling that you want to evoke for children is something different than what you might want to evoke for an accountant.
Right.
And that would dictate the kind of font you would use, or the letter style.
Right.
It would dictate the colors.
Right.
All of that goes into my thinking.
Okay. And you have some examples you wanted to show us, or?
Well, I have a friend that I'm working with right now, and she has a product line called California Beautiful.
Okay.
And this is a product line for supplements. And she came to me with her products, and I looked at her logo, and I had to let her know that it was not communicating. Well, it just doesn't
Okay, I like that.
communicate.
Communicate.
Yeah,
right.
you can't,
Okay,
you know,
I
and
like that.
I don't know if you all can see it.
I really like that. Communicate.
You know, and this is our first simulcast, but so here we have the logo, and it's the item in the center in the circle. As you can see, it has a lot going on. Okay, there's a lot going on there. It's very exciting, but there's a lot happening. I mean, this is just me. I am not an artist, but I am a business owner, and I'm a consumer, and I'm someone who likes supplements.
Right.
But if I'm looking at this, I don't know. This is not telling me there's some mountains, there's a tree. It's hard to read the writing. I don't know. It's a street. It's a lot happening. Okay? It's a little landscape. It's a lot happening. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So what I did was I said, okay, we've got to streamline this. What is this product about? California Beautiful is about supplements to improve your health. Okay. And I also had to take into account the name California Beautiful. That might, just as I want to backtrack a little bit and say that the name also is something that you might want to seek consultation with someone about too, because sometimes what you think communicates your product or your business clearly, the rest of the world is not necessarily hearing it that way. Okay. So, for example, California Beautiful, in her mind, talks about California being natural and everybody wants to be beautiful like people are in Hollywood. What that kind of reads to me differently, I'm hearing California Beautiful to me kind of sounds more, how would you say?
Well, if I'm thinking Hollywood, I'm thinking fake.
Fake.
I mean, and that was one of the divas in our audience.
Plastic surgery.
You think plastic surgery? I'm looking fake boobs and extensions and. I mean, when I think West Coast, I tend to think fake.
Okay, so that being said, she loves her name, California Beautiful, and I am the designer. So it's my job to creatively, bring that all together. So I thought about California, and something else that I think about when I think of California is the sun. And the sun is healthy. Mm-hmm. We all know that we couldn't, nothing grows without the sun. And so I decided that I wanted to focus on the sun as an icon to use in her logo. And so here are 3 prototypes of the logo we make. And I want everyone to notice that there's not any color, and that's on purpose because a good logo has to read in black and white. Yes, if you are dependent on color, you've got a problem because you can't always have color be present. And so a good designer is going to always start with a black and white logo first, and then you can apply the color later.
So I want to add on to what you were talking about because it's so key. So outside of being TechoDiva, I actually have some other projects that I work on. And one of them is a wellness and fitness business. We actually teach exotic dance for fun and fitness. Okay, it's a lot of fun, and the whole idea behind it was that there were women who don't like to work out. But particularly in the African American community, we have got to get active, and I'm clear about that. And I used to be an aerobics instructor and a personal trainer when I first got out of college, and I love to dance. Always have, I love to dance. So about 5 or 6 years ago, this whole pole dancing craze hit the scene, and I had a friend of mine say, I really want to learn this, and no one was teaching in this area. So I started a company. And we came up with the name Exoticize, and it was exotic dance plus exercise, and we thought, wow, this is the best name ever. It totally captures what we're up to. It's exercise, it's exotic dance. And Kanika developed a fabulous logo. Oh my goodness. And so if you go to my TechoDiva training and consulting page and see some of my favorite pages, you'll see a link to an Exoticize page or to Diva Dance. We'll get to that. Well, that's the point. What we found after we developed this logo, we had done an entire brand. We've been marketing it. I mean, we have been out here pushing Exoticize. People were afraid of the word. They were hearing eroticize, and that made them think sexercise. We thought everyone was naked dancing. I mean, and it was our name was not communicating fitness, empowerment, feel good, love your body. They weren't getting it. And as much as I loved Exoticide, and as awesome as it looked, and as much work as we put into creating this awesome logo and this brand, at some point I had to, as the business owner, say, well, what am I more committed to? My name or my mission? And we had to go back into the laboratory, and we came up with Diva Dance, which was a lot less threatening. People got it. Okay, I'm a diva. I'm fabulous. I'm dancing. And Diva Dance became the new brand, the home of the South Side. But that was something it really took, because we get sometimes committed and attached to our names.
Right.
But we have to always, stay focused. Listen to what your market's telling you. And sometimes you may not know, because some people really loved it, but more people didn't. And I was like, what's the bigger commitment? So even if you have a name, you have a brand, if you start working with a professional and they're giving you some advice, if your customers are giving you feedback, you can't be so arrogant as to think you know best.
Right.
Okay, it's just you gotta stay focused on what do you actually want to do versus what you're doing. So I've been there, had to let go of the brand. But she made a new logo number 2.
Made Easy logo. What did you think about that?
Oh.
Did you design it?
Sure. Well, the Social Media Made Easy logo is something that I did for Versandra. We just completed it a couple of days ago, and I'm finally happy with it. I wanted to make sure again that her logo was communicating. I thought it was really important, since social media, when you see social media, what I thought of immediately were these little icons. You're always seeing little birds for the Twitter or Facebook, or the kind of an icon of like a person, and really communicating that this is about people together. And so the Social Media Made Easy logo that I did for Versandra actually has an icon of people. It's 5 people that I have, and it makes the O. And so I think that communicated what it is that she's trying to do, which is connect people together. I also I put it on a kind of an angle so that was coming at you. So I wanted you to, feel the power behind Versandra, and that she is going to help you get it done. And I put a Made Easy stamp on there too, and that was sort of just my casual saying that, yes, we know this is a big thing, that everybody, it's new, and everyone wants to try to grab it and understand it, and that she's here to simplify it and and get it done for you in a easy way. So that was, I hope that's what it's communicating. I think it's successful. I think it is.
Right.
Yeah. And so we're all happy with it.
So Kanika, if you had to leave, think about this, it's all about people getting ready for the holidays. What is it that you would tell a business owner who's like, oh wow, maybe I need to take a look at my logo, my image, and redo it? What do I do? Like, what steps would you have them take if they're like, oh my gosh, I need a logo. What can I do?
Well, I mean, the first thing would be to find a graphic designer. It's very important. It is the face next to your face, but it is the icon that stands for your business, and that is, I don't know what's more important than that. So you really need to have a professional assist you with it. And having a logo design could range from thousands of dollars to a couple hundreds of dollars. But I would just say to please, please do yourself a favor and take on having it professionally done. And there's different levels of getting it done. But that would be the major thing. And then one other thing that I wanted to include, that's just another pet peeve of mine, that I see small businesses do a lot too, is they might have a logo designed, and then depending on where they want it to apply it, they will resize it, stretch it, squish it, and that's like this that's the antithesis of having a logo. A logo is defined and is set. There's specific colors. There's specific parameters that must be held. And so when you get it done, you need to make sure that you ask your designer to provide you with a style guide. And what that does is give you the fonts that they're using so that you can continue to use that font other places throughout your product line, your website, your business cards. You want to be consistent. So you want to make sure you get that. You want to also make sure you get the exact colors that they're using. You want to make sure that you're getting an electronic version of the logo so that you have that. And I think that's it.
And think of as the perfect example, Target.
Yes.
And their bullseye.
There's a Target red. And Target red is distinct from some other kind of red. So when you have your color, this is your color.
And whenever you see that Target, it's the same. And that's how you know it's that company, that it is Target. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I hope that was helpful.
It was very helpful. Was that helpful? Wait, before you go, we have some people here. Do you guys have any questions before she gets out of here?
Yeah, I got one. My name is Larry Brad. I'm the president of AI Computer Telecommunications Service. When you were saying about that logo, I have a logo. It's Alpha Omega Omni Communication. So I did what you said. I simplified, and I felt better when you said that. I would like to look at it later. Okay. It's an A, an O, and an O, and a C. Okay. But definitely, I like that because you said I kept it simple. It's like, how much more could I get? I didn't want to put a symbol over another computer. And as you was talking, I was thinking about Dell. And it came to me and said, well, Dell, where did they get that from? It's probably an explanation of what this Dell stands for. Yeah. So like you said, it kind of gets to the point. And I was telling Miss Kennedy that it leads me into, like now, our advertising. A lot of people, they see AOC, they see the AOOC. What does that mean? That gives me a time to have an interaction with.
Okay.
So I really think that was a good point what you said about keep it simple.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And if you know like absolutely nothing about graphic design and you need to look for a graphic designer, what do you recommend? Do you recommend just word of mouth referrals, or where should a person, go on the internet? I mean,
You know what I was going to say?
Look right there, you're looking at her.
But what I would do to find a good graphic designer is if you see someone's business card or advertisement that you like, where did you get it done? Who did it?
No, I'm thinking about her, but other people that are going to see this,
right? They can't. That's a really good point.
Yeah, when you see a great business card or a great flyer or piece of marketing, I would just inquire.
And I want to add to that. One of the things that we've talked about, and things that we've used in the past, when maybe a project is under a deadline, and we were just like, we're not feeling anything, we're creating. There are services out there. If you visit my website, technodivatraining.com, I actually did there's a technodivatraining.com. There is in my tips and resources link, you will see a link of resources. So there's actually 3 different resources I put on the site, and there's one is Logo Tournament, Logo Nerds, and Logo. I can't think of it right now, but so I just go to the website. But on the link, these are 3 different services. If you read the article that goes along with that under the tips page, you'll see I talk about each of them have a different price point, depending on where you are, because we're all in different places. So I actually found resources for small business owners starting as low as $47, and you can go up as high as your budget permits. But I looked for organizations, and I actually had Kanika take a look at their portfolio to see, do they do quality work? So if you don't know anyone, that you can put your hands on, you go to the website, again, technodivatraining.com, look under the tips and resources link, and you'll see some links to affordable logo design for small businesses. And they actually will take you through, ask you questions about, like, what's your business? What are the colors you like? Do you want to be elegant? Do you want to be more casual? Well, they'll guide you through the process, and you'll get a team of graphic designers, and they typically will give you anywhere from 3 and sometimes up to 30 different logos to start looking at. So it's a great resource. We can talk more about it offline, but make sure you visit the website. All right, thank you so much, Kanika. Thank you. All right, well, folks, we're going to continue with this wonderful, wonderful section. Next, we're bringing on board Larry Bradley. Well, come on over, Larry.
Hi, how you doing?
Join us in the lounge here.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
So, Larry, you're going to tell us a little bit about yourself. Right. And, you're a technology specialist, a little bit different than what I do.
Right.
But we have hardware. I tend to work more on software,
Right.
Doing some foundational things. But your actual computer,
Right.
the things that you use, like these things are important too. So Larry, tell us about who you are and how you make a difference for small businesses.
Okay, I'm Larry Bradley. I'm president of AI Computer and Telecommunication Services. As Kanaya was saying, and I'm blessed. I want to just say thank you to Kanaya and to Sandra for inviting me and introducing themselves to me. They've been a very strong inspiration to me so far. Well, I do, like you said, a lot of hardware, system repair, upgrade, virus removal. My company is more of a tech support type organization. You got system is slow, we come and speed it up. You need virus, you got a virus problem, we come and we straighten out the virus problem. We keep you going so that you can make money. Because if your system is slow, time is money. So if you're taking a lot of time to do what you need to do, then that's money you lose. The other day I was able to do a lot of promotional blitz on Facebook, but I have an extremely fast system. So that's what I do a lot of. Like I said, I'm on the hardware type side of getting the system up fast and making it run smoother for you so that you can get out there and take care of your business. Like you said, let the guy that does cut here, let the person that does marketing do the marketing, let me and my company do your support and keep you going. It's like a fine tuner for a car, we fine tune your laptop or your computer.
And for small business owners, particularly those who may have home-based businesses, when your system goes down, you're out of business.
That's right.
I mean, how you lose money, you're frustrated.
That's right.
And sometimes you want to have someone like this in your pocket. Right. You want to have so you can just, okay, I get to call Larry. Larry, come save me. Because when your system is down, your hands are tied. Right. We're heading into the holidays. You're going to be very busy, okay? I'm claiming everyone's going to optimize their site. They're going to get their web store open. You're going to have all your social media tools synchronized. You have your strategy going. You're working with the social media, darling. You got your message. Oh my goodness, you're doing all this. Pow!
Right.
Some breaks down.
Right. We sit
now what we going to do?
Sit there with a blank screen.
Oh Lord, help me. So what you want to do is be preemptive.
Right.
Get your system checked out.
Right.
Make sure you got your firewall. Make sure you got your antivirus.
Right.
This stuff is important.
Right. Make sure you got a backup.
Have you ever been? I've been down before. Yeah, how about I had a whole website disappear?
There you go. You know what I'm
saying? My whole website.
That's right. And a lot of us take that. A lot of us take that for granted, like you said, just taking it. Myself, as we were talking before the cast, I've been doing this over 15 years, and I just been blessed with it. At one point in time, that's how I really enforce that with all of my customers, and I'm enforcing that with everybody now, that you have to make sure you have a strong backup, because we're doing all this stuff with our business, we're doing all this stuff with our personal affairs, whether we're just personal user, small business, or even work for a company, we have to always have a backup.
Have a backup. So would that be the thing you would have and take away with you today?
That would definitely be the main thing I would have you take away with have a backup, make sure you get your virus software updated. A lot of our problems, the first thing I do is people call me and say, well, my system is down. We don't have a valid virus software. The virus software is the one software that you have to have updated every year. You have to update your software every year. Microsoft has a free virus software right now that most people are not aware of. It's Microsoft's way of keeping up with the Mac. You know how everybody say, well, I got a Mac, I don't catch viruses.
Right.
So what Microsoft does, Microsoft has a free software called Microsoft Security Essentials. You can download that from Microsoft, and that's a free software, and they'll update it for a year. But Microsoft can't go back and tell you about that because they still have contracts with Norton and McAfee. So when you buy a virus software from Norton and McAfee, when you buy a new computer now, they have to keep and I guess it's contractual agreement with those people. And then a lot of people say, well, why are you telling me that? So if you ever went to my lab, I got a lab, AI Computer Group, AI Computer Lab. It's a group, and I give a lot of free information out. Because I believe as you give out, it comes back to you. So I don't want you to call me until you have tried all these different measures. And then when I come out, then it's because I'm needed. You know what I'm saying? So because I believe what you put out is what comes back to you. So you can come and be a member of my group. I got a page, AI Computer Telecommunication Services is the page. The group is AI Computer Lab. We have a few free tips there. We're going to have some events, something like this, but it's going to just be some chat online. And you can post your problem, and if I can help you with the problem, I'll straighten it out over the internet. If not, then leave me. Then I'll come out. Oh, yeah, we come to your site, and we can get you up normally within an hour. You know, myself and one of the guys that works with me, we can have you up in an hour. And again, I just want to thank you guys for letting me come out and sitting down and talking with you guys. And I would recommend these ladies definitely to everyone. I'm sorry, my administrative assistant, Miss Parker, just reminded me. I'm kind of nervous, y'all. Excuse me. Uh, my phone number is 313-728-0829. I have a personal page, Larry Bradley. I have a group, AI Computer Lab, where you can get free tech support advice, and I'm posting a lot of different things that are telling you now about how to speed up the system. Got like 10 different ways you can speed up your system. Telling you about the virus software. Again, that free virus software is Microsoft Security Essentials. My page is AI Computer and Telecommunication Services. If you visit the page, would you please click like if you find what you see there to your liking, and make a recommendation. And definitely give these ladies some more of your attention, and consider them for coaching, because I need them. I've been in business over 15 years, but they really have drawn my attention, and I have a database of a lot of individuals that I need to put in touch with you. So thank you, ladies.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for Larry?
All right, that is so awesome. I would just like to say that what we're doing here today, is an example of what every single business owner out there needs to be doing,
That's
and
right.
that is collaborating.
That's right.
Bringing people with great talent together to help make it happen. No one business person can do it all.
That's right.
One business person can't take
Right.
care of all of the needs of your customers, so you want to have a team.
Right.
And the team, you don't have to all be for Sandra Kenny Brewer International. You don't all have to be TechnoDiva. I mean, we are all individual companies coming together to
Right.
work towards a common cause or common goal, and that goal is to make sure that small businesses in the Detroit, Chicago, in the what we call
The
this?
world.
This is,
Worldwide.
yes.
That's right.
We are actually
International.
worldwide right now.
Is it global?
We are global, baby. We are
Hey,
global.
you might
Let
as
them, you gotta
well.
let them know, right? If you
You
have a
might as well
website,
go.
You
are
do need to be
international.
English speaking though.
Right.
We're not multilingual yet, but
There
we're
you go.
working on it.
Multilingual.
All English speaking businesses, we want to make sure that you have what you need to make sure that your business is known globally and that you can tap into that global wealth. There's no way that you live in this, you don't want to live in a box. And only customers that you have to interact with are those few that are in the box with you.
Mhm.
Screw the box. Let's tear the box down and let's move and just spread ourselves all over the world, because our gifts and talents are way too great to just keep in a small
They're
little.
needed.
Yeah,
That's
they're
right.
needed.
That's
Oh
right.
my
That's
God,
right.
they're needed. Now, let's just go back a little bit, because I've talked so much about social media and that's very important to me, but I just want to talk a little bit about massage therapy.
Okay.
That is my number one business.
Yeah, she is an excellent massage therapist.
Excellent.
Just exceptional. She's
Yes.
very talented.
Thank you. It's about touching the world. And the reason why touching the world to me is so very important is because we have become a touch deprived society. If we could simply get some hugs up in this jammy, I mean some
I like
connection
that.
with one another. Hey,
Get a hug,
share some love, y'all. If we could do that more often, how much greater this world would be. I mean, I just have to say that. And the reason why touching the world has just grown beyond massaging is because as a massage therapist, I would put my many gifts and talents in a box. And it would be limited to the number of people I could reach out and touch with my hands. And touching goes far beyond just what you can do with your hands. That's why social media is my second and very important thing that I love to do. It's because this way I can touch lives without having to put my hands on a person. Think about the conversation we had, Larry. When I got on the telephone,
Right.
I was looking, doing some searching online, da 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 da. You know, great
That's
people. I love y'all. This kind of good stuff. And I saw Larry Bradley. I started looking and watching his feed and seeing what he was doing. I looked at the quality of his work. I looked at the fact that he was loving to give back and reach out and help the people. That was very important to me. That alone made me pick up the telephone, dial those numbers. What's up, Larry? How you doing? I bet he was like, who the heck is this chick calling me? Which brings me to the point that social media goes beyond just what you do on your computer.
Yeah.
That is making the initial connection with a person you may have never met before, but the telephone was here far before the internet was.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick up the telephone and extend that connection and make it more personal when you find those very important people who you feel can be an asset either to your business, to your life, to whatever it is that you're looking for. I'm about building teams, I'm about making connections, and I'm about making sure that the people I interact with has the best people to choose from. So Larry seemed like he would be that person. I'm like, okay, let me find out. I guess we probably talked on the phone about an hour or so. I mean, it was something else. But he was being pre-qualified. He don't even know it.
Because we're not going to bring you any mess.
Okay.
I'm not. I mean, when my clients call me and they say, I need XYZ, I'm not going to send them to someone that I know going to jack them up.
Okay.
I need to pre-qualify that person. I need to be able to say, yes, I feel beyond a shadow of a doubt that this person is going to be able to solve your problems or at least be a support to you. That's another reason why Kanaya and I, we have been friends for
2003, so it was 8 years now.
Yes, yes. And I mean, I'm telling you, she's talking about Nika being multi-talented. I mean, their mom and daddy was just like hooking some stuff up. Because the two of these young ladies, I have seen them do so many projects. I mean, from events. I mean, I'm talking the calendar. Woo! Oh, Lord.
We did a pin-up calendar to showcase the beauty of the African American man.
Oh, Lord. And I'm talking about reprint. I mean, I'm looking for a reprint. I want to see the.
It's coming. It's coming. We're bringing it back.
Yes, we got to do.
And as a man, we appreciate y'all loving
it. It was amazing. I mean, we worked together on Camp Lifesavers. If you go to my YouTube page, youtube.com/Versandra, you can go through my mini videos. Another part of social media.
Yes,
if you do not have a YouTube page, set it up now. The videos will come. Set up the page. Set up the page. You can give me a call, and I can create videos for you, even if you only have photographs.
Yes.
We can put music with photographs and turn it into a really nice video to share with the world what your business is really all about. But if you go there, look up Camp Lifesavers. You will see a video there from the wonderful event that Kanaya, she did everything. She hooked it up. I mean, the big lifesaver there that we all walked through and everything. It was on the news. I mean, this thing, it was just awesome. And we did that at the Embassy Suites in Livonia. And I think that might have been more like 2005.
2005.
Okay. 2005, through our partnerships, through our collaborative events and things that we've done, you will see, I mean, we've been on every channel. I mean, I'm saying collectively, we've been on every television, radio and print station or medium in Detroit and Chicago. Because, I mean, I think I got my first WGN news.
Yeah.
I was there. Oh my God! It was on the
Yes, yes.
I mean, this is what we do. So we are not talking to you from a textbook. We are not talking to you from something that we went to school and just sat down and learned. You know, we are guerrilla marketing and technology and all of that. So we are looking out of the box for situations and opportunities, and we want to be your coaches. So just give us a call, even if it's just for us to take a look at what you have right now and give you some suggestions. We will do that free of charge. But keep in mind that you can get your sessions free, absolutely free, if you send referrals. I mean, come on now. You send
That
about
easy.
5 referrals, bam, you got social media for a good little while. We can work out some things for you. So there are opportunities that are beyond just talking about I ain't got no money. Don't take that out the equation. We don't want to hear. We don't even want to hear that anymore. Because what you need, we do barter. If you got something that's worth, equal, exchange. Now we ain't talking about I'm gonna give you some butter and I don't need no butter.
But for business owners bartering services, here's the thing. Here's what we're committed to. We really are committed to your business is working. That's our commitment. And we're also committed to our businesses, but that is our business. My business doesn't work if you're not working smart. Like I'm not doing my job. That's our commitment. But you have to be committed to your business working too. So you don't come to a coach and say, well, I don't have any money, coach me.
What do you have?
It's like, here's what I have. Will this work? So you want to come, have a budget in mind, have something in mind of value, whether it be money, whether it be services, if you think your business is worth it, because it's your business, right?
Exactly. You are so right. Let's see. Any questions before we wrap up this session? And keeping in mind, this is for the world to know what's going down in Detroit related to small businesses. We got questions.
I have a question. This is Kanika, the graphic designer. Something that we didn't mention earlier was about applying your logo to your image as it relates to social media.
I thought about that earlier, but y'all were jamming over here, and I wasn't trying to, Okay, very good point, Kanika. This is another way of extending your brand online into your social media pages. And why is this very, very important? First of all, I'm looking at this YouTube screen right now. And you see a conversation going on, but the whole time you see Ustream right there in the corner. Yep. They are branding themselves the entire time that this video is being recorded and streamed. So you're not just getting the information that we're sharing, you're knowing that Ustream is the place you need to go if you want to do it too. Same thing with on Facebook. Facebook is just that, a book of faces. That's what it's about. It's not about you putting a logo out there and say, oh, this is who I am. If you notice the statistics, I don't have exact numbers, but it shows that pages that only have logos get a very limited number of interactions as opposed to pages who have faces.
If you don't happen to be a mega corporation who already has a brand. So again, because someone is because Target doesn't have a picture, you're right. Target doesn't.
But Target has a landing page that has people and all kinds of stuff in it. Yes, so you went there looking for Target.
Right.
You coming to me, first of all, most people are buying you before they buy your product.
Exactly.
So that means that if they didn't get past my face, if they didn't find something gorgeous and beautiful and fabulous, then they're not going to even go into the page.
Yeah.
So you got your face. Now, how do you attach your brand into that? If you go to TechnoDiva Training and Consulting on Facebook, you will see the first example of a young lady in her beautiful, professional attire representing her business as the TechnoDiva, and then you will find her logo going right across in a banner. If you go to Social Media Made Easy on Facebook, you will find the same. You will find myself in a beautiful professional suit with my logo going across the bottom. I am branding my product, this is a product, because Social Media Made Easy is not the corporation. The corporation is Versandra Kenny Brewer International, or VKI. But I am branding this product because I am a part of that product. And it's going across there. So every time you see it, you're going to be seeing that brand. So this is what we're talking about, incorporating your logo into the image that you have on social media.
Which then goes back to the next level of, again, having a professional image. Do not go get a snapshot your friend took of you when you guys were out. It may be an awesome picture. But getting a professionally done headshot for your business. That's appropriate to your business. Because, for example, again, I also have my fitness business. If you go to my Diva Dance Facebook page, so facebook.com/Diva Dance Lessons, you're going to see me more in the fitness, kind of sporty.
Exactly.
Because that's what's appropriate to the business. So you can't just go pick a snapshot and throw your logo on it.
Right.
It needs to be appropriate. Making an investment in getting your brand professionally put together is invaluable.
It is. And that, I'm just glad you brought that up because it made me think about how many people are online using their personal profile pages as their business fan page.
Right.
That's not good. For more than one reason. I mean, first of all, let's just look at how do people find you on Facebook. They put in a search bar a name. If they are looking for your business and they put your business name in there and they don't know your name, then how are they going to find you? That's the number one thing. Because your personal profile page has your personal name. Then all of these names within names and all da-da-da-da. That's crazy. That is juvenile. That is not professional.
Wait, so I shouldn't be Kanaya, TechoDiva, Smart Sister, Diva Dance?
No.
Oh, no.
I mean, come on now. People ask me, why do I have so many pages? I have different pages because I have different products. And I have different services. And you do not want to confuse your customers when they are looking for a specific thing. If they are coming to look for massage therapy, and I'm constantly talking about social media, they will miss the message of massage therapy altogether. If I'm trying to sell candles on my Party Light page, and I'm looking for people to recruit to also help me go out and help to illuminate Detroit with candles, and I'm talking about social media or my book, Thank God for the Shelter, Memoirs of a Homeless Healer, they're going to get all off track and they're not going to buy a single candle. So it's very important to have pages set up that do specific things. Now, mind you, my massage therapy page and my Party Light candle page could definitely be joined together. However, because they're done in the same place. They're both done in the Art of Touch studio. But the difference between the two is the Party Light candle team, I'm looking for a team. And it's Team Illumination who does that work in the community, providing pampering with a purpose. So it's not just me. So therefore, we had to have a separate page where Team Illumination can come and communicate and reach out into the masses as a team rather than for them to represent themselves as my massage therapy studio, because they are different in that way. So know exactly who you are, what you're doing, and what you're representing online when you set up these pages. And that brings me to the information page and completing it in its entirety. I've talked about it all the time on my social media Made Easy group page, but I go to pages and it'll have a one-liner or a two-liner about a business with no other information. I mean, what the heck
like handing
is this?
someone a brochure that just says computer tech.
Yes.
But you have a whole trifold that could have all this great information, and you're just gonna put your logo and it says computer tech.
Right.
You're wasting space.
That's right.
Yes.
Where people are coming to find out about who you are, and you're refusing to give them information.
Right.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And I've been listening. I listen. I constantly keep my ear open. I listen to why people do the things that they do, and it's ludicrous. I heard somebody say, I don't want to give too much information. What the heck you on Facebook for? If you have a business and you're on Facebook, you have to be wanting to share information. Do you want a customer and you don't want to give them any information? Come on now, it doesn't make sense. The other thing is, why do so many people inbox me and ask me what my phone number is? I don't understand that. That's what the information page is for. The first thing you should do when you want to know something about the business, any business, is go to their information page. Okay. If you go to their information page, you will find links to their website, you will find their bio, you will find out who they've worked with in the past, products and services, you will find out, it's
might save some money because they often have coupons on the page.
Oh, yes, for sure. I found that too. So it's really, really important to do your due diligence online and look for everything that you need right there on the information page, because that's what it's there for. And then don't just read the first post. Go down, just scroll down just a little bit. I know I've been on Facebook since 2007, so there is a whole lot of information that I have shared. And I understand, I mean, I didn't understand at first. I thought, oh, well, I put it there, somebody should just find it. Wrong, wrong answer. Every week or so, you need to be reposting some of the things, especially your video content and any of your notes and stuff like that. That information, we talked about it before, that is your content. Your content should be brought up to the top of the feed as often as possible. Now, we know that the new Facebook does have a timeline, and it is now bringing that older information up and posting it. And just in case you didn't know, if you guys have said something in the past that you felt kind of bad about saying, and you really didn't mean it, and you got a second chance, you can get rid of it. You can remove your post that you posted, even if it was in the past. Top right-hand corner.
That's a whole nother conversation. A new timeline on Facebook.
Yes, it's bringing up some stuff.
Yeah.
And it's reminding people of some very awful things that some people have said in the past that they didn't necessarily mean. But top right-hand corner of any post, it looks blank, but it's there. Just bring your cursor over there and just hover over in that area and click, and it'll say remove or delete. I think it says remove. You click there and you can remove the post, and then it can go away. And if somebody is posting things on your page, if you remove that person, keep in mind that they are still connected to your page. They are still subscribed. They are subscribed to you whether you decided to delete them or not. The only way you can get them off from knowing what you're doing on your page is to ban them.
Block them.
You block or ban. Okay. Either of those two. So you can block or you can ban, and either way that will take them off of your subscription, because otherwise you remove them, but they're still getting your feed every day. So make sure that you are looking into those settings, and all of these posts that we're putting on our pages to give you information, just read them. I mean, I know a lot of people think they're really busy and they'll read only what's in the box there. But click on it. Those are links. Click on it and open it up, and there's so much more information for you. Now, we've got some people that have been here, and let's see, what is it, 8:30 now? 8:30. We shared some great information. We still will be available to answer questions from you. I do ask that if you go to my personal page for Sandra Jewel Kennedy, there is a conference call directly after this, and it's going to be really about moving beyond the abuse after all of that stuff is over. And we know that this month is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And this is what we're going to be talking about. Reverend Celeste Kelly, she's a wonderful lady, and she's having me on as a guest, as well as another sister friend of mine. And we're going to be talking about pretty much what do you do after all of the trouble and stuff is over in your life and moving beyond. It's about transforming. It's about being renewed. And I hope you guys will join me. The teleconference login information is right there on the page. You guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much from TechoDiva, myself, and our wonderful guest tonight. We thank you for tuning in, and please give us your feedback, because if you like this, we're going to be doing it again.
And this will be uploaded to the TechoDiva YouTube page, and you'll eventually find it as well on the Social Media Made Easy YouTube page. You'll be able to catch the rebroadcast.
All right. Take care.
Good job. Very impressive.